What if I told you that you already have a time machine? Seriously, it's not some sci-fi gadget, it's built right into the English language. Today, we're going to learn how to pilot that machine by mastering English tenses. Let's get into it.
That's exactly what you can do. Just by tweaking a verb, you can jump from something that happened to something that is happening, or even to something that will happen. Getting this right isn't just about passing a Grover test, it's about becoming a powerful storyteller.
So how does this whole thing work? Well, the control panel for our time machine is what we call tense. Think of it as the dials and switches that let you pinpoint exactly when an action is taking place. It's what gives your stories that perfect precision.
Now, this control panel has three main settings. You've got past, present, and future. But to get really specific, there are a total of 12 different forms. And don't worry, in the next few minutes, we are going to breeze through every single one.
Okay, our first up is right here, in the present. But how many ways can we really talk about now? You might be surprised to find out there are 4 unique ways, and each one has a very specific job to do.
First up, we have the simple present. This is kind of your go-to setting for things that are just generally true. Universal facts, daily habits, routines. Stuff like the sun rises in the east. So when we say he plays cricket, it doesn't mean he's on the field right this second. It just means it's a habit, a fact about him. But what if you want to talk about something happening literally right now? For that, you flip the switch to present continuous. This is your live action tense. You just add is, am, or are, and that ing at the end of the verb. I am teaching now tells you exactly what's going on this very moment.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. The present perfect is like a bridge that connects the past to the present. The action itself is over, but the result of that action matters right now. So when you say, I have finished my work, you're really saying, and because of that, I'm free now. See the connection?
And our last stop in the now is for actions that kicked off in the past and are still happening. That's the present perfect continuous. Take a look. She has been studying since morning. That one little sentence tells you 2 big things. She started hours ago, and just as important, she hasn't stopped yet. It's all about showing how long an action has been going on.
All right, let's grab the controls and dial our machine backward. We're heading into the past, the world of finished stories and completed events. And just like the present, we've got a few different ways to tell those stories.
The simple past is your most straightforward tool for talking about the past. There's zero connection to now. The action started, it happened, and it ended. Period. I taught English yesterday. It's a clean, finished event. Done and dusted. But what if you want to paint a picture of something that was in progress in the past? That's when you use the past continuous. It's almost like hitting the pause button on a memory. When you say, they were playing, you're not just saying what they did, you're describing the scene as it was happening.
Okay, here comes a really powerful one, the past perfect. This is how you show the order of 2 things that both happened in the past. It's how you talk about the thing that happened before the other thing. The train had left before I reached. It's super clear which event came first. And this makes it so easy to understand. Just look at the timeline here. Way back in the past, the train leaves. Then, a little later, but still in the past, I get to the station. Using had left, that past perfect, makes that sequence of events crystal clear. Without it, the story's a mess. So, what if you want to stress the duration of an action that was happening before something else happened in the past? That's a job for the past perfect continuous. In this example, he had been working there since 2018. This is setting a scene. If we added, when the company suddenly closed, it perfectly shows the whole long period of his work before that other event. Time for our final trip. Let's set the dial all the way forward. We're off to the future to check out all the different ways we can talk about what's still to come. The simple future with the word will is your go-to for making promises, predictions, or even just quick decisions you make on the spot. I will teach tomorrow is a solid statement of what's going to happen. It's simple, it's direct, no confusion. The future continuous is pretty cool. It lets us jump to a specific time in the future and say what will be happening right then. I will be teaching at 10 a.m. tomorrow means if you were to check in on me at that exact moment, you'd find me right in the middle of a lesson.
Now check out the perspective shift here. With the future perfect, you're basically standing at a point in the future and looking back at something that's already finished. When you say, I will have finished the work by evening, it means that when evening arrives, the work is already done. It's in the past from that future point of view.
And here's our final, most advanced setting. This one is all about measuring how long an action has been going on up to a certain point in the future. By 2030, I will have been teaching for 10 years. This tense lets us measure that entire 10-year stretch from that future milestone. It's a real pro move.
And there you have it. You've now taken a tour of all 12 settings on your language time machine. You've got the theory down, so let's make sure you can pilot this thing with total confidence, especially when it really counts, like on an exam.
Take a close look at these common mistakes. They almost always happen when people use the wrong form of the verb. Let's be clear. After is, you need that ing form. After have or has, you always use the third form of the verb, the past participle, like gone, not went. And after did not, the verb always snaps back to its original base form. You've got to burn these patterns into your brain.
And here's a little cheat sheet for test day. Think of these as secret signals. When you spot one of these words in a sentence, it's a massive clue pointing you to the right tense. You see the word since? Bam! Your brain should immediately think perfect continuous. You see yesterday? Simple past for sure. This is your mental shortcut to getting it right every time.
So that's it. The control panel is all yours. You're not just writing sentences anymore. You're building timelines, you're telling precise stories, you are literally bending time with your words. The only question left is, where are you going to go first?